First thing I want to do is thank our crowd. They were amazing today. You know, they really came out. They were loud right when we needed them to be loud. Gave us some great defensive energy. But I am extremely happy with our defense this game. I thought our team played with such energy and such focus. I mean, they knew their personnel, they knew their scout really well, and they just did an unbelievable job defensively. That third quarter, probably one of the best third quarters I've seen. But you know, when you look at paint points, that we have more paint points, 26-16, and when you consider they're 6'6" inside, that makes you feel pretty good. We had more rebounds than they did, turned them over more. It was just a really, really good game, and I'm really happy for my team.
Lisa, what's a game like this, in the national exposures, two rated teams, the only game with two rated teams, led by Iowa high school girls, former Iowa high school girls, what's it, including yourself, what's it say about the state of Iowa high schools?
I just think that the state of Iowa is just amazing for basketball. It always has been. I mean, we've had basketball in this state longer than anybody else, over 100 years. Jan Jensen's grandma's in the Hall of Fame. I mean, it's just an amazing tradition that we have of basketball for girls in this state. But our AAU programs are really good, too. Our AAU programs teach fundamentals. They don't just roll the ball out there, and I think that also is a big advantage for us in-state schools because all four of us are really good basketball teams.
Caitlin, I think you were 2 for 14 at halftime. How do you get yourself out of that?
I mean, first half wasn't my best, and I don't think it was really anything that they were doing. I felt like I got good spots, got some good shots, and, you know, sometimes that's just how the game of basketball goes. It just doesn't go in, but I think it just shows how I've matured over the past 2 years. You know, in the past, that would completely take me out of my game, but I knew in the third quarter, you know, the shots have to go down. Just trust the work that you've put in, help my teammates get involved, and that's exactly what I did. I think I only missed one shot in the second half, took the ones that were open for myself, and then obviously I found Monika a lot inside, which helped open up things for everybody else, and then obviously Kate Martin has a tremendous game and really, you know, gives us that extra boost.
How much better is this team with Caitlin at 19-8-8 than Caitlin with 40?
Probably a lot better, and I think even, you know, the 22-10-10 from on Sunday is, you know, we're hard to beat when I do that, and then also my teammates are scoring it the way they are because, you know, to have 10 assists, 8 assists, you know, that means your teammates are making buckets, and that's huge for us. So when we have multiple people in double figures, I think we had 3 today and almost 4 with McKenna, I believe. You know, it's just really hard to guard. It is, and Gabby makes a huge 3 at the end. They leave her wide open, and she buries it in the corner. So, you know, when you play defense like that and then you execute on offense with that many weapons, it's going to be hard to beat.
Lisa, I imagine it's been a while since you guys went into halftime with 23 points. What was kind of your message to the team at that point? And their response, obviously, in the third quarter was great. What did you think was the difference there?
You know, we talked about how great our defense was. I thought our defense was really good the first half of this game. I mean, we hold Iowa State to 28 points, and we just said, hey, the shots are going to fall. We felt like we were getting good shots, and, you know, the numbers are going to, the statistics are going to come out in the end. So we just really talked about how we thought we're going to score better in the second half.
Caitlin, you've always been somebody who plays with a lot of emotion. A lot of it came out in that run toward the end of the third quarter. How, you know, along with it just being what you show every night, how valuable do you feel like that energy and that emotion and really just, you know, bringing everybody in during that run really
Yeah, I think it's something my team feeds off of. I know I need to bring that energy every single night, but it makes it really easy when you're making shots, your teammates are making shots, and obviously our crowd was incredible. They're the reason I have that energy. I'm not hyping them up because I know they're going to be loud for me when I do that. And they made it difficult for Iowa State on offense. I don't think Iowa State could hear anything. I don't think they could hear the plays they were trying to call, and that just gives us so much energy on the defensive end. So I thought our fans were amazing, but, you know, I've always played the game of basketball that way. A lot of energy, a lot of passion. I think that's what brings people to the arena is because I play with that emotion. That's how women's basketball should be played, and that's what people should enjoy about it as well.
Caitlin, it beats hyping up cardboard that you did your freshman year.
The last time I played Iowa State, we had the comeback win, and I was doing that to a bunch of cardboard cutouts. One was my dog, so it's a lot better this year.
Lisa, definitely a different mood now this week than a week ago. You pretty much publicly challenged your team to really step up defensively. How have you just seen that change over the course of the last 7 days, and how pleased are you with the way that they have responded?
Yeah, I think this is one of our best defensive efforts, and I really felt like there was a focus, too. There was an energy and a focus to our defense. We knew, you know, we were trying to do some different things off of certain people, and, you know, we created a 15 turnovers out there. So I thought that was very good. And also, we went 8 straight days. Tomorrow's a day off for us, and so I was really worried about their legs tonight, and it didn't bother them at all. So they were.
Coach Fenley mentioned that they played good defense through most of the shot clock, but you guys were able to hit a lot of shots at the end of the clock. How do you explain that?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, like Addie got a great putback in there. Kate had 2 threes. One didn't count that were at the end. I think Gabby might have had one too. But, we're not usually patient on offense. I wouldn't call us that. But we really felt like we needed to work for good shots. I mean, obviously, they had a good defensive effort in the first half. And we just wanted to work the offense a little bit longer, because the longer you work, the more tired they're going to get, and we have an opportunity to get to the free throw line more, and that opportunity. So, yeah.
Monica, you, I think Suarez only had, she only made 4 shots total and only 2 inside. I know you've had a lot of tough matchups so far with post players. How has that sort of helped you get ready, and what did you feel like you guys did so well to stop her tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I think this off-season, I've gotten to play against a lot of really good posts, and I've been privileged to do that. And I think it's really going to help down the stretch, and I can tell it's helped me. I feel like I'm better at guarding post drives. I just feel a little more agile on my feet, for sure. But I think it's so huge, too. We have people who really understand the scout, like Coach Bluder said, and we're coming to double. We were able to get some turnovers on that. Just kind of causing a little bit of chaos in there is huge for us, and I think that's just credit to my teammates. They're knowing what they're doing out there, and they're able to help me the best of our abilities. So yeah, I'm really excited, and it's been a good run going against a lot of big posts, and I'm excited to keep that going.
Coach, did Kate just turn an ankle in the post-game celebration?
Yeah,
What happened?
she plays for 36 minutes and 13 seconds without an injury, and then walking off the court, she twisted her
She
ankle.
was celebrating too hard.
I think she was just walking. But yeah, hopefully she'll be okay with that. I thought Kate and McKenna's defensive effort were outstanding, and I think everybody was as a team, but I thought those 2 guys really took the challenge of guarding Jones. I thought Monica really took the of guarding Soares, but I thought that those guys did a really good job on Jones.
Monica, Caitlin, I mean, it's one thing to play good defense, but I think it was the variety of defense. I mean, the 5-second violation, the shot clock violations, the double teaming at half court. I mean, how satisfying is it that they weren't just missing shots, you were forcing difficult possessions for them?
Yeah, I think we flustered them, especially, a couple 5-second calls, one out of bounds, one picked up off of a live dribble. We haven't had situations really like that, but I think it shows, what we see in practice every single day. We go against our practice boys, and we know we can play great defense. They're very, very skilled. It's just coming into the game and showing we can do that. And, like Coach Bluder said, I think everybody studied the scout super well, and we knew the way to beat this team. They're super, super talented, super skilled. We're going to have to throw a lot of different things at them, keep them on their toes, and that's exactly what we did.
And I think it just shows we're capable of doing so many different things on defense when we're focused, like Coach Bluder said, and have that drive.
Caitlin, how much fun is it
Tangibly, this game doesn't necessarily mean a ton as far as everything's considered, but as somebody who grew up here, you've spoken on this multiple times, just what's this mean to you and to this team to get this one in particular?
Yeah, I didn't grow up like a huge Hawkeye or a huge Cyclone. I just love the game of women's basketball. Now being able to play in this rivalry, whether we play Drake, UNI, Iowa State, these games mean a little more. Every time we step on the floor, it means a lot. But when you're playing an in-state rival, it means a little more. We always talk about being state champs. We want to beat the 3 in-state schools. But I think when you're going up against a Power 5 opponent in Iowa State, both ranked, you get them on your home court. It just means a little more, brings a little motion out of you. And we had won 5 straight. So then we went to Ames last year. We lost, and we wanted to start the streak again. And I think we sent a message to teams across the country of what we can do on the defensive end. And when we're really executing on offense, I think we're going to be a really, really hard team to beat.
Did you have any wounded pride, or were you upset after the previous game and when it came to defense?
Against North Carolina State?
Yeah, I mean, we weren't happy with the way we played defensively, and I think the most frustrating part about it is we knew we were so capable of playing great defense. And that's why it was frustrating, because we knew we could have won the game. All we had to do was get stops on the defensive end. Our offense was completely fine. It was just the fact that we couldn't get stops on the defensive end. So, I think when we took it a little more to heart this game, we really bought into defense, and it's fun getting stops. It's fun getting 5-second calls. It's fun forcing them into turnovers. So I think, it did hurt us a little bit, and maybe that was the kick in the butt that we kind of needed going forward.
We got that on a recording. It's fun to play defense.
It's opposite day.
Did Gabby lose a tooth?
She did. She lost a tooth out there, so good thing we've got a great dental school here.
McKenna will fix
It
it.
was fake though, like it wasn't her real like.
Oh, don't expose
Cool.
her like
I
that.
know, we shouldn't actually like lose that. Okay, anyway. Maybe don't write an article about that.
What happened? What
I think she cut
got
an
an
elbow.
elbow and
It came out.
yeah, came out.
We were just talking about the same logic the other day too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, Gabby's got a little same logic in
she
her.
does.